Kind has potentially triggering content. This chapter has content warnings for gun violence, violence and gore, misogynistic language, emetophobia, and self-harm. Please check the description of this episode for a full list of content warnings. This show is for adult audiences only. Listener discretion is advised.
Awake already? I wish I had your metabolism. Don't bother. I got you trussed up tighter than a Christmas pig.
You don't have to do this.
Is that what you told the others?
I gave them a choice.
A choice they couldn't make.
It was more of a choice than they'd ever been given.
You think you're God, don't you? But let me remind you, there aren't many gods that end up hogtied in the backseat of a Chevy Suburban.
Would you go quietly?
I wouldn't shoot them.
I don't enjoy it.
Are you sure? Kind? 1 could be an accident. 2? Sure, it could be an act of impulse. I'd believe that. But 34? That's chronic. That's deep in your bones.
You think I'm wrong?
You are beyond that, brother.
You remember. You're aware. Why is that?
It happens.
Maybe before. I could write it off as an anomaly. I remembered. So it wasn't far-fetched for others to as well. You're one of the chattier ones.
That's my designation, the chatty one?
He's losing control, isn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's losing control. That's why he sent Joe to Eden. And you? After worming your way into Eden, you blow your cover in a pretty spectacular fashion.
If I had it my way, you'd already be firewood.
That's the part I don't understand. If he's really losing control, he's got bigger problems than me. Why is he so anxious to get me back?
Like I said, I'm cannon fodder. He doesn't tell me why, he just tells me what. That's all you and I are ever going to get.
Daru, I'm not going anywhere. I'm done. But if I'm going to get erased, I need to know.
Get out of my fucking way!
Daru.
He's running out. All right?
He's... What?
There's less of us every year, and your serial killer shtick isn't helping.
What about the carpenter?
They're gone. Have been for a while.
Gone where?
I don't know, kind. I don't keep track of wayward gods.
How many of us are left?
Our family?
Everyone.
Maybe a couple thousand.
Shit.
I can't tell if you're pleased or worried.
I don't know what I am.
Numbers started really dipping. He's been putting us in a stranglehold. All the masters are.
I don't understand. If the situation is really as dire as you say, why does he keep sending you?
It's not just you he wants. The masters are chasing down all their runaways.
I can't be worth that much to him.
Maybe not at first. But then you became kind. And every time you defied him, another one of us betrayed their master. You're everything that's wrong with us.
You're saying I hurt his ego.
Think what you want. You're locked in his sights and you're never going to win.
Thanks for telling me. And... I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? What the hell are you doing?!
I'm resilient. Remember?
Oh, God damn it. Have you got a death wish?
You cornered me, Taro.
Is that... Fire. Kind! There's a fire!
I reckon the car's going to blow in. Say, a couple of minutes.
Get me out of here! I'm trapped!
No.
Kind, please!
You heard Give. This is the least you deserve.
You've lost it! Oh my God, you really lost it!
I'm perfectly cognizant, Doro. You hurt Give.
It was a paper cut!
It was enough.
Sergeant, please! Please, I can't die! Not this way! I don't want to be nothing!
What do you want to be?
Something, anything, but not this!
Convince me.
Kimmy's wife. That's all I ever want to be. I understand how you feel about Give, because that's how I feel about Kimia. She is encompassing.
Even if I let you live, you won't ever be with her. Not really. Not unless I free you.
No, I don't want your freedom.
I will admit, it doesn't have a high success rate, but there is a small chance. A chance worth taking.
I'd rather spend what little time I have left with her than die now and miss out. Even if it's just one more day, that's enough for me. You bastard! You fucking bastard!
The next time you touch my husband, I will tie you to a pyre and watch you become nothing.
Thank you. Oh God, thank you!
Tell your master what happened here. How you failed. How I saved your life.
What about Kimia?
I won't say anything.
Why?
Kimia is family. So I let her get away. It isn't the first time I've let sentimentality override logic. And I always regret it in the end. When I return to Maeve's house, I clean up the mess and wait for everyone to wake up. They buy my story about getting accidentally scuttled, and Owen, as usual, gets the blame for it. But Give... Give knows me too well.
Can you please pass me that dish towel?
Sure. Are you angry?
I am. Yes.
Is it about the dinner?
I woke up with blood on my shirt, Sujin. The entire place trashed. Maeve's dining table split in two.
It was a wild night.
I worked Friday nights in the ER. I know what alcohol does.
The beers were probably spiked.
I didn't drink.
You don't remember.
Enough with the lies, Soojin. I've been patient and waiting for you to be ready, but you're asking too much of me. I can't sit back and ignore what happened. Why does it look like someone tried to cut my throat? Why does your face look like you've gone 10 rounds in a boxing ring? Daru is missing, for God's sake. Her own wife doesn't know where she is.
You told me you trusted me. You said you would wait.
How much longer do I have to wait? Until one of us is killed?
I know I'm asking you a lot.
More than a lot. I love you, I do, and I trust you, but there is a limit. When people start getting hurt, when you are getting hurt.
I can't tell you, Give, because I might lose you.
You might lose me anyway. Soojin.
If you wait a little longer...
Joa said your father would tell me everything.
He said what?
I'm sorry, Soojin, but you're clearly in trouble. If you can't speak to me, then I'll find someone who will.
He isn't my father. I don't know who he is.
What are you talking about?
Joa won't tell me, okay? All I know is that he is the reason you have that cut on your neck, and I can't... I can't protect you. Not like this.
Soojin, are you in a gang?
It's more like a private army.
Then we should go to the police.
No. They can't do anything.
I understand your distrust, but they have resources we don't have.
Understand. If I implicate them, I implicate myself. You would have to give up everything we have.
You're not giving me a choice. It's not fair.
You don't have to make a choice. You don't have to do anything.
That's just it. You're taking away my right to make a decision about my safety, about my life.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Liars might be well-intentioned, but they're still liars.
What do you want me to do?
Are you going to tell me the truth?
I can't.
Then all I want you to do is finish washing the dishes. I'm going to work. I have dinner with colleagues tonight, so don't wait up.
Give, are you...
Whether or not I seek out your brother is my business. I hope you respect my decision, as I respect yours.
Don't be like this. Shit.
I thought I'd find you here.
Nice to know you're persistent.
Like a tick. Well, you know what they say about killers reliving glory. Is this where you did it?
He was clever. Played the role until the very end.
He had time to get comfortable. 5 years amongst humans, it's bound to rub off on you. Imagine what 10 years could do.
He wanted to stay.
Our kind don't want things.
I'd beg to differ.
Egg away. It's not possible.
I could tell. He wanted to stay, Thomas Hurst.
Bleeding heart you are. Why did you kill him?
I don't have a bleeding heart. I have give.
But you think you were doing Tom a favor.
It's what I would want.
There it is again.
Don't you want anything?
Sure. I want you to come home.
There it is again.
He wasn't pleased about Daru. Erased her as soon as she made her report.
She told me that the carpenter's missing.
They are.
Where are they, Joa?
And what will you do with that knowledge?
I'm tired of being kind.
You can't hurt a god.
I can try.
They've abandoned us. The carpenter doesn't care about earthly squabbles. We're an ant farm, Sujin.
And your master? Who is he?
My master is your master.
Give me something, Joa. Anything. Any indication there might be a soul in there.
Sorry to disappoint. I've always hated the story of Cain and Abel. The very idea of brother pitted against brother. We were doomed from Genesis and never evolved beyond a stone to the head.
It could have been great. We could have lived. The only one I could remember was you. And everything that came with that memory was real. You were real. But you're just strung up and bobbing along like a marionette. And it turns me around. Makes me think maybe it wasn't you that I remembered. Maybe it was this thing wearing your skin like a bad costume. You make me want to hate you.
Poor, poor Sujin. Weeping and whining while holding a gun to my head.
Giv's on the verge of finding out. I can't have that.
He wants to meet Father.
He can't know. Not yet.
You're scared. You're scared shitless. Is it because of what you are, a marionette with cut strings, or is it because of kind?
You're a Lucent, brother.
Did you think I'd go down without a fight?
So you do want something.
What is it that I want, brother?
To live!
Stay down!
No! Shoot me then, you little bitch!
I'm sorry, Joa. If you survive this, know that you will be more than you've ever been.
All you've done is leash yourself to another master. Only this one enjoys bending over for his rotting butt. Kind. Chapter 3. The Liar.
Oh my, it's gonna tell you wine. Oh my, oh my,
Ashley, I don't think another round is a good idea.
Do you know how long it's been since I had a night out?
Everyone else has gone home.
Everyone else is a loser. Except you and me, Narcisson. We're gonna party till the sun comes up. Woohoo!
I think that last sangria was a mistake.
Sangrias are never mistakes, Give. They are the opposite of a mistake. A yes steak. Did you hear what I said? I said a yes.
Ashley? Are you alright?
I think that last sangria was a mistake. So good. So good. I swallowed it back down. See?
Let's get you home. Taxi! Taxi! Hello? Taxi!
90 degrees.
Excuse me?
You're doing a full 180 there, nurse. You gotta do 90 degrees.
I don't think that matters at all.
See? I
I'll be
told
damned.
you.
90 degrees.
You need a ride?
Yes, please. 22 Canna Avenue, Mayhua District.
Righto, boss. As long as she don't vomit on my seats. I just got them reupholstered.
Are we getting another sangria?
You are going home to sleep this off. Text me when you get there, okay?
You're a turd in the punch bowl, Nurse Give.
That is probably for the best. Thank you. Turd in the punch bowl? Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Sergeant back.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I don't like how we left things off. I think we should talk. I'm on my way home now, so if you're on one of your walks, come home. Okay? I love you.
What's your emergency?
I'm on King Street, Ovid District. I need the police.
Is there a crime in progress?
Yes, it is. Sir, are you alright? Sir?
Don't bother. He's dead.
You're him, aren't you? You're the kind killer. You don't have anything to say? How many innocent people do you have to kill before you're satisfied? You killed a man, and you're laughing?
I always thought it would be you.
Why do you do it? What reason could you possibly have for killing all these people?
Stay back. Don't come any closer.
You're just a man. Not a beast or a ghoul.
I should stay back. So you want to get shot?
So shoot me. Show me your kindness. What are you so afraid of? What are you hiding behind that mask?
Don't, please. He's so close I can see the flecks of gold in his dark brown eyes. They never fail to grab me in the deepest place, drag me into a swirl of heat and light. His kintsugi eyes. And they look at me now, brittle like a thin sheet of ice. Like the slightest touch could shatter him completely. He leans forward, and for a wild moment I think he's going to kiss me. And he pinches the fabric of my mask, and it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Bree, drop your weapon.
Give. Don't look at me like that. Please, don't look
Drop
at me
your
like...
weapon or we will shoot. I said freeze, asshole. Shit. Asshole's getting away. Suspect is making a run for it. Northeast towards Maine. He is armed. Repeat, he is armed.
Sir? Sir? Can you hear me? Sir? Joa?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Sujin back.
Is not available.
The phone, Sujin.
At the tone, please record your message. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Sujin back.
Is not available. At the
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Hassan.
Or would you prefer give?
Give is fine, detectives. Thank you.
Seems like every time we meet, it's because of kind.
Yes, it is, rather unfortunate.
Maybe we should get a drink next time. Break the streak.
Detectives, do you know which hospital they've taken Joa to?
Joa. That is the victim's name?
Yes. I'm not certain of his last name.
Thank you.
What exactly is your relationship to the victim, Give?
He's my husband's brother. My brother-in-law, I suppose.
Your husband?
Sujin Baek. He changed his name some time ago. I'm uncertain what his previous name was.
You don't know your husband's previous name? Really?
Sujin Baek is his current legal name, and it is the name he wants to go by. I respect my husband's wishes.
And you don't find that odd?
Names are powerful, detective. They have a way of giving us a place in the world. Or pushing us out of it.
They also have a way of covering up our past.
I work in an orphanage. We teach our kids to acknowledge their pasts, but never let it define their futures.
And what if they don't have a choice?
You always have a choice, detective.
Anyone ever tell you that your brand of optimism is annoying as shit?
Constantly.
Where's your husband now, Give?
Given the time, he's most likely at home, asleep. I've tried calling him, but his phone's off. He doesn't even know that his brother has...
Okay. I need you to leave your husband's details with Detective Stone here. For now, we'll have you tell us what happened.
I was at a work function in the Ophid district. I didn't drink, but my colleague, Dr. Ashley Song, whom you both know, was rather inebriated. So I helped her catch a cab on King Street.
What time was this, please?
I think it was around midnight. Quarter past, perhaps?
Cab company?
It was a yellow cab.
Okay, go on.
Well, after I sent Ashley off in the cab, I tried calling Sujin, but it went to voicemail. I left a message, and it was around then when I heard a scream.
From which direction?
From the alleyway to my right, just off King Street. I called 911, and I saw him pointing a gun at Joa. I knew he was dead, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I was hoping for something.
Can you describe the suspect?
He was under 6 feet, slim, pale. He was wearing all black. Black jeans, black hoodie, black mask. I could hardly see his face.
Any tattoos, scars, birthmarks? Any detail at all that stood out to you?
None that I could see.
All right.
Can you please describe his voice?
Was he young? Old? Did it sound like he smoked?
Young, maybe in his 20s or 30s, and no, it was very soft.
Soft?
I could barely hear him.
He was trying to hide his voice.
It seemed like it, yes.
Interesting.
How so?
Well, you see, Give, most killers don't bother hiding their voice when they're confronted by a stranger. We can gather some details from a description of voice, but they're difficult to pin down accurately. An outfit is tangible. Hard to get wrong with the city's covered in cameras, but a voice? Not so much. It's all reliant on a witness's account, so it's interesting to me that the suspect would bother to disguise his voice when he saw you, a supposed stranger.
I can't say why he would.
Well, neither can I, Give. Why don't you continue?
I walked up to him.
You engaged with him?
No, well, I spoke to him. I don't know why, but I knew at that moment he wouldn't hurt me. I know how it sounds. He was terrified. Shaking.
Terrified? The suspect was?
I'm simply recounting what happened, Detective Leo.
And this is when the SCPD arrived?
Yes, and they shot him.
They told me he was making a run for it. Shooting a fleeing suspect is just protocol.
Your protocol needs revision. He got away, regardless, did he not?
He did, yes. But we now have blood samples from the suspect, which will aid us greatly in our investigation.
Oh, yes. That would be quite useful.
Well, speaking of DNA, we're gonna need to swab you, just as a formality.
Am I?
Like I said, a formality. Open your mouth for me. That's it. All right.
We have a few more questions, Give, and you can go home.
Thank you. I have a difficult conversation to have with my husband.
While you were at the crime scene, did you see anyone else around?
I did hear a rat or raccoon at some point rummaging around the trash. But, no, it was just me.
Did the suspect say anything to you? What emotional state did he appear to be in?
I couldn't really make out half of what he was saying. He was so quiet. But he did seem significantly distressed. He wasn't what I expected.
What did you expect?
I thought he would be ghoulish. But no, he was very much human.
Yeah, I very much doubt that.
I think we have everything we need for now. You will have to come back to the station tomorrow morning to meet with the sketch artist, and when you see your husband, please tell him that we would like to speak with him as well.
And Give, I'd really appreciate it if you both just stuck around Silver City while we clear things up. No impromptu trips, alright?
Yes, detectives. No trips.
Okay, great! We will see you real soon, Give Hassan.
Sujin? Oh, thank God. Sujin, are you awake? I have some bad news. It's about time. Sujin? Sujin, what's wrong? Oh my God. There's so much blood. What happened? How did you... No. I'm grasping the terrible truth between my arms, holding him tightly to my chest as if to relent would be to lose him forever. I want to hate him, berate him, beat him even. How could he? How dare he? Here he is, breathing and living and being loved, while robbing his victims of everything. I consider it. Picking up the phone and calling the detectives. Betraying this monstrous killer to a fate well deserved. I almost do it. But I can't. I can't lose him. So I cry the fear away. Push down my anger. Lock away my hurt. I feel nothing. Even as I pull up his blood-soaked shirt. Even as I reveal the bullet wound so crudely cauterized. The skin scorched black around the closed wound. It would have been agony. It would have fried his nerves. But I feel nothing. Nothing. Like looking at another of my patients. I clean him as best I can. Bag up the bloody clothes and push it to the bottom of the skip. And then I climb into bed, pull him into my arms, and hope for the best. I think I knew. All these years, I knew.
I need you to trust me.
And I chose to believe him instead.
I do. I'm trusting you, Sujin.
It's easy to believe a liar. When it's a liar you love. Hey, how do you feel?
Bad.
You need to go to the hospital, Sujin. Your wound is closed, but it could still get infected.
No. No hospitals. Please. Please, Kev. I'm fine.
You're not. But you're awake. And that's a good start.
Where are you going?
Work. I need to request some time off.
Kev.
What is it?
You didn't ask.
Ask you what?
About what happened.
You don't remember? You told me when I came home. You were mugged. Again.
I told you that?
Go back to sleep. I'll be back before noon. The others think you're contagious, so they won't bother you.
Fuck.
Call me if anything happens.
Victim number 35. Mr. John Doe in his early 40s. Severely underweight for his height and age, but in otherwise good condition.
He's John Doe no longer. His name is Joe Birch, an accountant who consults for a lot of interesting people.
Tim Burton? An accountant? He's got more calluses than a builder.
Tim Burton, huh? That's pretty good.
His records are lacking.
Any family?
Apparently. Not officially, though.
I hate it when you're being coy.
I don't do coy song. At least not with an asshole like you.
So you're intentionally being vague. Great. Well, Mr. Birch here is quite literally the hardest body I've ever worked on.
He doesn't even look human. It's like all the color has been drained out of him.
Livor mortis causes discoloration in bodies. But I agree, this is different. I've never seen it to this extent. He looks like driftwood. Feels like it too. Almost took me an hour to get him open.
COD?
Same as the other victims. Single shot to the forehead. Entry point between the eyes. Trauma to the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. Guy's consistent. I'll give him that.
The witness claimed there was a second bullet wound.
Actually, there was. Our friendly neighborhood serial killer shot Tim Burton in the sternum first. Straight through the manubrium. A miss. And then dead on for the second shot, right between the eyes.
This is the first with 2 bullet wounds, correct?
Aside from the first body we found? Yeah.
The first victim being...
Ashby Collins, 19 years old. Shot her in the neck, then the head. Sick fuck.
And then a single shot for every victim after her. Until Mr. Tim Burton here.
Shit, Cassie's gonna blow her gasket.
Since we've confirmed Mr. Birch here to be victim number 35, we will have a number of POIs to sift through.
Including Birch's clients. At least as repeat customers.
Anyone I'd know?
Definitely.
And you're still being dense. I'm surprised you've lasted this long.
It's my rugged good looks song. What can I say?
No one's come to claim this body yet. Should I send him to get blasted?
Mr. Hassan claims that his husband is Mr. Birch's brother. We don't have any records to indicate this, but we've asked him to come into the station in the morning.
Gives husband? Sujin? He's Tim Burton's brother? Yikes.
Yikes is right. And the fact that Giv found Birch here.
It is a rather perfect coincidence.
There's no such thing as a perfect coincidence, Stone. We'll let you know how we get on tomorrow. For now, just keep Tim Burton frosty.
I know it goes without saying, Dana, but he's never killed this fast before. 1 week apart?
I know, Song.
If he's speeding up his timeline...
I know, Song. Why don't you just focus on collecting human sawdust? I already got Lieutenant Hardass and Captain Dipshit on my case.
So?
Yes?
How did it go?
The witness interview?
Homemade pasta?
Oh.
Did you Lady the Tramp it up?
There wasn't any spaghetti sharing, if that's what you mean.
Did you kiss? Did you fuck?
We did kiss, yes. It was nice.
I can't believe that shithead. After 3 years of concurrent worst dates ever, she's finally got herself whipped.
Is that a good thing?
Too early to tell. But it sure as hell ain't a bad thing. Funny though, I never thought you'd be her type.
What is her type exactly?
She likes to run hot. Like an old engine, you know. And the more she likes you, the more incendiary she is. So she usually goes for the hard-headed types. The ones who can take the heat.
Dana and I get along rather well.
That's what I mean. She treats you like a fucking ice princess. Dials her bullshit all the way down to 0.
Oh.
I think she's serious with you, is what I'm saying. It's different, because you challenge her expectations.
I see. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate your encouragement.
That's me, babe. The sage and Sybil of lesbians. And hey, here's some advice from your sage. Invite Dana over for some drinks tonight. You're gonna need it after Alder's gasket blowing.
It can't be that bad, surely. I initially assumed the lieutenant to be level-headed and rational. It appears I was wrong.
Level-headed? Cassie? Ugh, Jesus Christ, Stone.
They pulled us off the case, Dana.
I know, I was there.
They want us to look into carjacking.
It's all Eden. That shit-eating bastard! He's got his claws into Cassie somehow. It's like she wasn't even there.
She was rather quiet.
Every damn word from her mouth was Eden. I could practically smell the fucking Macallan on her breath.
We aren't investigating the carjackings, are we?
No, Stone. We're still going rogue. Kind is our case, so come on. Let's spitball. Throw everything on the table that we know so far.
We could be suspended for this. Or lose our badges.
Come on, Stone. Help me out here.
Very well.
That's my girl.
To date, the Kind Killer is suspected to have killed 35 people, none of whom have anything in common except for the fact none of their family or friends have known them for longer than 10 years.
And Governor Chieshla. Okay. Joa Birch. The guy has a long list of clients, right? And who's at the top of that list?
Daughter Leach?
And Daughter Leach is in cahoots with Chieshla. Before you spread your stinky doubt all over my desk, who got his ass kicked when Kind broke into the Chieshla estate?
Mr. Birch did.
Mm-hmm. So, Birchy Boy is probably a targeted attack. Maybe he saw Kind's face, or maybe Chieshla got sick of his Tim Burton-looking ass and left him for the vultures.
You still believe that Kind is an assassin?
Well, it's the only thing that makes sense.
And how does Mr. Hassan and his husband come into this? They couldn't possibly have a connection with the governor. They work at an orphanage.
Actually, I've done a bit of digging. Turns out their director had a private appointment with Daughter Leech last week. How many orphanage directors get a tete-a-tete with Daughter fucking Leech? The guy's a slimeball who hates kids.
You're suggesting that the orphanage is a front.
Well, this is Silver City. Definitely not the craziest thing to happen here.
Okay. So, let's say that your theory is correct. Kind is actually an assassin working for the governor who, despite his impeccable record, is deeply corrupt. Why would he put so much pressure on the SCPD to catch his man?
Haven't you been paying attention, Stone? Cassie and Eden have been trying to push us off course. They tell us to catch Kind, but they're putting up walls. It's like they're hiding something.
I didn't catch that at all.
I make a lot of noise for a reason.
You are calculating.
What, you got the hots for me, Stone?
You are very impressive, yes. So, how do we proceed from here?
We gotta keep rogue, for now. Let upstairs think we're still in the dark. But we have got a real lead with the orphanage. Let's look into the history of the place. See who's owned it, who owns it now. I'll dig into everyone who works there, including the director.
And Mr. Hassan?
Well, I think he just jumped to the top of the suspect list.
A nurse would be a perfect cover for an assassin.
And he'd have access to the mortuary. Probably embalms the bodies before Song gets to him.
The lieutenant put officers Ham and Almus in charge of surveillance.
I reckon we could do a few nights. They'd probably sleep on the job anyway. What do you say, Stone? Up for more chicken and jazz?
Always, Dana.
Come on. We're doing pre-drinks at yours.
We are?
Well, that's what our sage and Sybil prescribed, isn't it?
You heard that?
Well, I didn't take you for a girl who kisses and tells, Stone.
I wasn't doing anything of the sort. I was merely answering a question.
There's a kiss. Now you can go and tell anyone you like. Yeah, well, fuck you too! That was a waste of my fucking time.
Nothing?
12 hospitals within the surrounding districts of Ophid and nada. No record of a patient with Kind's description and condition has been admitted in the last 24 hours.
He must be somewhere. There's not far he can go with a bullet wound.
He's got help. Either that or he's lying dead in a ditch somewhere. I'm not the praying type, but I hope to God it's the latter. Fuck.
I'm not sure how to do this.
How to do what?
Comfort.
Does it look like I need comforting?
Actually, yes, you do.
Okay. I can't stay mad when you give me those eyes.
I'm not giving
I don't mean it literally, Stone.
We will catch him. We've gone rogue, remember? There's no one to answer to now but ourselves.
It's not fast enough. The guy's already whacked his next target and all we're doing is reacting.
We're doing everything two people can feasibly do. Just short of breaking the law.
Maybe we should be considering other options.
We can't do
35, that. Stone. Just 35 worlds that have become rubble and...
Dana?
Nothing compares, Stone. When you lose someone who is like your god. No, lose is too passive. When someone decimates your god and there's no reason for it. There's no explanation as to why there's a giant fucking hole where your chest used to be, and it's the goddamn apocalypse, but no one else seems to have gotten the memo. So you're in it alone. Forever. And it fucking sucks. There's nothing worse. Fuck.
It's impossible for me to understand the complexity of what you are experiencing, but I would like to try regardless, and offer you my presence as a company or comfort or maybe more, if you require it.
You're giving me that look again.
I'm sorry.
You underestimate yourself, Stone. Nothing's impossible for you.
I mean it quite literally.
Huh?
You called me sadistic for my enjoyment, hearing about your father or about how the captain pissed you off that day.
Hey, I was joking, Stone.
You could be correct.
No, you? Listen, despite your name, you're cotton in a pantsuit.
I don't feel what I should, when I should. I don't quite understand it, either.
Feelings?
Being a person.
You're more of a person than half this goddamn city.
Kyne's victims. None of them had a past before those 10 years. Some of them don't have anything or anyone until last year when they ostensibly appeared from nowhere.
What are you getting at?
I don't have a past either. Before the SCPD, before you. To quote Detective Hayes, I am a bad print of a painting. Familiar in that I have the form of a human, but I am ultimately soulless. A replica made by a machine.
What the fuck are you talking about? You have feelings. You have a past. You are a person, Stone. Sure, the way you experience things is different than what I'm used to, but that doesn't mean you're a bad print or whatever. You're goddamn original, alright? Original Stone. Better than the fucking Mona Lisa.
You're one person in a city of millions. You can't conjure me up through sheer force of will.
I'm gonna hug you, Stone. Is this real enough for you? Or do I have to pinch you too? You feel that? That's your heart beating so damn hard it's buzzing right through my chest. And who the fuck remembers last year or even last month? You're here with me, now. Drinking beers before we pulled 12 hours of unsanctioned overtime. It's you and me, Alana. That's all you gotta focus on. Got it?
You called me Alana again.
Okay, I take it all back. You're an unfeeling asshole.
Ow.
Yeah, I went soft on you.
Dana, do you think we will ever be okay?
I don't know. I'm just going through the motions. Doing what I can, and so far it's working, I guess. Catching shit-heel serial killers, helping people like you and me. Listening to jazz with my partner in a muggy car. Those are the markers on the kind of path I want to take.
Then, I would very much like to be with you. For as far as we can go.
Fuck. I want to fuck you, Alana. I've wanted to fuck you since the moment I laid eyes on your clueless face. I want to carry you to that poor excuse of a bed and fuck the existential crisis right out of you. And I mean that literally. In all sense of the word. Would you let me do that?
Yes. With you. Always.
God damn it, Stone. I told you to stop giving me those eyes.
Mr. Hassan?
Sorry, yes, I understand the process.
Very well. If you need to take a break at any point...
I will be sure to let you know.
Great. So to begin with, why don't you tell me what you recall? Try to remember as many details as possible. Anything that really stands out to you. Mr. Hassan?
He was slim, pale. He was wearing all black. Black jeans, black hoodie, black mask.
His height?
Around 6 feet. Maybe just over.
Any skin blemishes? Scars? Birthmarks?
Well, now that you mention it, he did have a scar. A thin one, just over his left eye.
The report didn't mention a scar.
I was exhausted when I made my statement. Coming down off adrenaline.
Is that right? A scar, you said?
A thin one, about 3 inches long, over his left eye. And freckles. There were light freckles over his nose and cheeks.
Anything else, Mr. Hassan?
I think he had long hair. There was a bulge at the back of his cap, like he'd tucked his hair beneath it.
How long would you say?
To the shoulders. Maybe just past it.
Eye color? Shape?
Blue, I think. Or hazel. I don't know. It was hard to tell.
White?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
A white male with blue or hazel eyes. Shoulder-length hair, a scar over the left eye, and freckles.
That is correct.
Those are pertinent details you'd forgotten, Mr. Hassan.
Like I said, I was exhausted.
Very well. Let's go into more depth, shall we? I'll give you a call if I need any more details, Mr. Hassan.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
You got your work cut out for you, Hayes.
Shut the fuck up, Van Gogh. Just make sure you draw me a pretty one this time, eh? The last one you gave me looked like a Cronenberg defect fucked a stick figure.
You wouldn't catch anyone without me, and you know it. Bunch of stupid pigs don't even know what kind of work I do for them.
Give, right?
Yes. Where is Detective Leo and Detective Stone?
They're not on this case no more. I'll be taking lead. Detective Ewan Hayes. My partner Lisa Holly is with the captain, getting a, debrief. But I'm sure you'll get to meet her soon enough.
Why were they pulled off the case?
You've met Detective Leo, ain't you?
Yes, I have.
Then I don't need to say no more.
Oh, I see. That is disappointing.
You sure look disappointed.
I don't mean to be rude.
Nah, I get it. Leo's a handful. Well, more like 2 armfuls and a half. But now we're in charge of the investigation. The kind killer won't be on the streets for much longer. No, sir.
You do sound rather confident.
It don't come from nowhere, Give.
Detectives Leo and Detective Stone had requested for my husband to come in for an interview, but he isn't very well at the moment.
Don't bother.
Excuse me?
I said it don't bother me. Your husband don't need to come in. We got everything we need for now.
You do?
Yeah. Just, make sure you stick around the city. We'd like to get in touch if anything comes up. You know, procedure.
Procedure. Yes, of course. I understand, Detective.
Well, thanks for coming in today. I'm sure Van Gogh is creaming their pants right now, that creepy little prick. You have yourself a good day, Give. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you, Detective Hayes. I'll make sure to take full advantage.
You see that you do.
I'm in a forest. I'm running. But I don't know why. This place. The weight of it presses against me like it's trying to wring the blood from my veins. There's a hollow. I remember standing here, watching the trees sway as snow scatters from spindly black branches. There's no color, no sound, no warmth. When I touch the snow, it stays in my palm. Solid. Cold. It never melts. Once, there were others. We had children. And they had children. And their children had children. And with every generation, they became increasingly angry, increasingly starved. They detested isolation. They yearned for more. Without children, we started dying. We died standing, frozen, arms outstretched like we were waiting for our children to return. Petrified in crucifixion. And our bodies became the trees, and the snow continued to fall. For many, many years. And here I am, surrounded by bodies. Countless bodies. A sea of the dead on untouched land. Hello? No life stirs. And I yearn. I yearn and yearn and yearn. Where am I?
Isn't it obvious? You're in Eden.
I killed you.
Not hard enough, I'm afraid, brother. But what a place. What a fucking place, the shit your brain comes up with. You're like a poor man's Da Vinci.
What are you? Divine justice? Did the carpenter send you?
I suppose they did send me, but it wasn't for justice.
Why then?
You're dying, brother.
Yeah. I suppose I am.
I want to show you something.
I'm sorry, by the way, for killing you.
I knew it was coming.
I didn't want to.
You had no choice, huh?
I can't lose Give.
You ran to freedom and turned yourself into an ass. And Give is your carrot on a stick.
He doesn't control me.
He's got you muzzled and reined, brother.
He's not my warden.
Honey, he said the same thing. It's just up this hill. He's the reason you left, isn't he?
He is a reason. Yes.
No. He's the reason. You don't have to be so opaque. I'm dead. My jaw's burnt up with the rest of me.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
See how good it feels to be honest? Oh, Jesus, this hill is gonna kill me twice over. And there you go. The majesty of Eden.
It's
beautiful, right?
It's on fire.
It's It's how the world recalibrates.
It's coming closer.
So what are you going to do about it?
What? I can't control it.
You have more control than you think you do, brother. Eden is burning up and you're the only one who can stop it, so what are you going to do?
I'm one person. What can I do?
Come on, Sujin, you tell me. I'm dead. Remember, I don't have a brain. You put a bullet in it and turned it into paste.
I have to find the source of the fire. Figure out who caused the first spark.
You know who.
I don't.
Think, you idiot. The asshole was at the center of it all. Who would benefit the most from having his own army? Who is the master of masters in Silver City? The man who has the most to lose.
The governor.
There you go.
That's why you were there. At the estate, Olivia Cheshlis,
She was an outlier. But that's why she wasn't in police custody. It's odd for a parent to refuse her child protection, don't you think?
He doesn't want the police to find out.
Not the ones that shouldn't.
But he's known this whole time. Why didn't he just raze Eden to the ground?
He couldn't risk burning you.
And now?
He's getting desperate. He's willing to risk a scorch mark or two.
How the hell am I supposed to kill the governor?
Well, there goes our exit.
I'm burning. I'm burning up.
Welcome to the fucking club.
I can't do this, Showa. I can't fight Silver City.
He's not Silver City. He's a single human being.
So why didn't you fight? Why did you let him have you?
He didn't have me.
Why did you die for him, Showa?
Because you loved him, Sujin.
Sujin! Wake up! Sujin! Oh, thank God. Your fever's finally broken.
Oh, where?
You're home, my love. Your wound got infected and I thought I was going to lose you.
Showa.
Your brother? I'm sorry, Sujin. He's gone. I better go. Sujin?
Thank you.
You are welcome.
No. Thank you.
I can't keep doing this, Sujin. I can't keep patching up bullet wounds.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, you need to live. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Then that's all I can ask for.
I'm sorry. For everything.
I know, my love. I know.
I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Joe's right. It feels good, to be honest.
Joe is dead.
Joe? You mean the Ophid fairy? Ah! Bitch! Stop using teeth! Hatsuka nayo! Hatsuka! Shit, my dick ain't a fucking chew toy! Sheshal, you need to train your girls better.
Listen to me, Leech. We need to change our approach. We need to be more aggressive.
All right. What do you suggest, Governor?
Oh, it's time we go after Eden.
Chapter 3 stars KoreHan as the Kind Killer, GM Hakim as Give Hassan, Skye Redden as Detective Dana Leo, Bree Frankel as Detective Ilana Stone, Elias McDonald as Joa Birch, Jeremy Tucker as Governor Bacula Cheshla, James Reece as Dodder Leech, Roussouw or J33721 as the narrator, Willa Julius as Dr. Ashley Song and the sketch artist, Sneha Kumar as Daru, Austin Sharp as Detective Ewan Hayes, and Matt Doherty as SCPD Officers Number 1 and Number 2. Kind is produced by Madison Diaz. The script editor is Matt Doherty. The show consultant is Austin Sharp. The Strange Kind studio artists are Elias McDonald and Eva Monique. Kind is written, directed, and sound designed by Jae-in Hwan. The sound effects and music for this show is sourced from EpidemicSound. You can find the link to the full music credits in the description of this episode. Please follow, rate, and review to support our show. This has been presented by Strange Kind Studio.